What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is ConsoleChronicles. I want to thank each and every one of you so much for coming by and checking out the video, and I hope you guys do enjoy your stay. And today, I'm going to be discussing an article I just read on Kotaku a couple hours ago that I thought would make a good video topic. It's, of course, about Gamestop, because it's the only thing I ever talk about on this channel. And let me just read the title to you, and that should probably give you the context that you need. 11-year-old buys used copy of GTA 5. Finds bag of meth. I'm not kidding. 11-year-old found a bag of meth inside a copy of Grand Theft Auto 5. Wow. I'll give my opinions on this in a second, but I want to put a little disclaimer in this first. My views in this video no way reflect the company, no way reflect how they are viewing this situation. This is my personal opinion as just a human being, as just someone who is able to voice their perspective. So I don't want anyone to say I'm, defending GameStop or I'm defending the person, which I won't be. I'm just saying, like, this is my personal opinion. The main person this article is about, not about the kid who found the game, it's about the mother who basically blasted this on social media and all that. I'm going to say this, from reading the article, which I'll put in the link in the description if you guys want to follow along, I don't think this woman is being 100% honest. Basically, I think she's full of it. And I'm going to try not to curse in this video because I want this video to be professional. I want you guys to understand my perspective on this in a professional way. I don't want this to be seen as someone just like making fun of this woman. I'm not going to make fun of her. I'm going to point out some things, but I'm going to keep it professional. The only one time I'm going to curse in this video is the quote that I'm going to read from the woman, from the mother. There's going to be, in this article, there's a photo of the copy of the game with the little booklet open with the baggie of meth, like dead center. So just a little, if you guys decide not to read the article or whatever, or if you're on your mobile phone. Here's the quote by the mother. Today I took my son to GameStop in Tallahassee to trade in games and to find some new ones. When he opened the booklet inside one of the pre-owned games, he, and this is in parentheses with all exclamation points and in all caps, my 11-year-old son found this, a baggie of fucking meth. Clearly the game was not properly checked when it was traded in, and because of the carelessness, I could have lost the child. Thankfully, he brought it right to us and said, "What is this?" Okay. I'm also going to point this other part of the article out before I tell you my opinion on that. They did call the police, they filed a police report, and it was actually proven that there was meth inside of the bag, and it was actually 6 grams worth of meth. If I'm reading this correctly, it says the Ziploc bag weight was 6 grams without packaging. So I'm assuming that means the context inside of it was 6 grams. Now I don't take drugs. I've never done drugs a day in my life. The most I've ever done is I smoked weed like once, and I never really liked it, and I never did it again. But even I know 6 grams of meth is a decent amount. And any gamer can tell you that a booklet inside the games nowadays are tiny. So when you see a bulge or you feel like there's like a baggie or something, you're gonna see it and you're gonna feel it. Now I'm not saying that maybe the person who traded in really didn't check, but if they filed the game in the drawers and picked it up, there's a good possibility that baggie got a little loose, and there's weight to that. You can kind of feel it. Now, from the photo, people who have GTA will also know that there's a map that comes with it. From map of the game world, from the context of the photo, I can't see that, so I can't for sure say that that was there. But if it was, that could explain why they didn't feel the weight, because that map is pretty heavy. If it's not there, then that's a little weird. So I'll give her credit on that. But the big thing is with me. Maybe, and I don't know, maybe this is just because I live in the mentality that let the police do their job and don't question it, let the process happen. Because there's a process to these things. You can't just say, oh my god, they're not doing their job correctly. Let me blast this information on social media and basically ruin the investigation. Because now everyone's going to be outraged and everyone's going to be on my side about it, and there's no way they can do a fair what do you call it? Investigation. Excuse me. So, in my opinion, her statement her post on Facebook with the photo is her way of basically saying, hey guys, look at me, look at me, look at what happened to my son. I think it's just attention. That's what I think. And then when it goes on, the article does state that if this situation sounds familiar, it's because the same exact thing happened in Lake Charles, Louisiana back in September. Another 11-year-old boy, another used game from GameStop, another bag of meth. That's a really big coincidence. And they even brought it up to the mother, and she said she's outraged. She never heard about this. She Googled it and found this out, and she's upset that they're letting it happen again. And I don't believe it. I don't buy that at all. I think that's her way of trying to cover her ass. Her butt. I just don't buy it. And then she goes on to say that she's also like distraught and anguished. She actually said anguished of the thought of her 3-year-old daughter finding this bag of meth and consuming it. Now, I'll give her this. Yes, a 3-year-old will put whatever they find into their mouths because they think, ooh, this might be yummy. But you're telling me that you don't watch a 3-year-old in your house? Now, my cousin has a 2-year-old daughter, and she's gonna turn 3 pretty soon. You're telling me you don't watch your daughter? My cousin that has her daughter like attached to her leg. If she's at work, the daughter is with her grandparents, my aunt and uncle. That kid is never unsupervised. Whether she's with her dad, whether she's with her dad or her mom, no, they're not divorced. They're together. I'm just saying, like, whether she's with one of the parents or the grandparents, she's with someone. She's never unsupervised to wander around the house and find something and eat it. I'm just saying. I understand kids will put whatever they want into their mouths, but that's kind of, not bad. It is bad parenting, but it's irresponsible to just let a kid wander around the house unsupervised. So I just want to point that out. And then she goes on to say that the company really isn't trying to do anything because they called and offered a replacement for the game. And they said, oh, you don't even have to come to the store. We'll just ship it to you. And she said, no, I never want to do business with your company again. And basically, I just feel like she's blowing it up to get attention. That's what it feels like to me. She's blowing it up to get attention. She's, saying that they're not doing anything for me. She even asked them, do you guys even check this stuff? And this part of the statement is like, where the employee of the company, which I'm assuming is the store manager of that store, said, yeah, we check everything. So, I don't know. Could one of the employees of that store sell or be on meth? I'm not going to say it's not possible, but have you ever seen someone on meth? You can tell. You kind of can tell. And trust me, with the kind of job the GameStop is, or retail in general, to be on meth, it's going to be pretty noticeable. The last thing I'm going to say is the big elephant in the room concerning this article. You let your 11-year-old kid buy Grand Theft Auto 5, a game that's designed for a 17 or older crowd? That's the recommended age. And if a parent says, yeah, that's fine, my kid can play that, I technically have to sell it to you, but you didn't do any research into the game that you were buying your kid? Or if the employee said, are you sure you want to buy this game? You said, oh, and this is what we get most often. Oh, it's something he hasn't seen at home. Let's talk about that for a second. That game, let me tell you, let's say you didn't find a bag of meth in that case. Then one of the main characters is a meth dealer. He goes around selling meth, killing bikers. He has sex with with a girl, kills her boyfriend, runs her over, and then goes and kills his friends. That's one of the main characters of the game. That you will encounter that scene. You rob banks, you torture people. This is not a game for an 11-year-old. I'm sorry, the credibility of this woman, I think this woman is just looking for a payday. I think she has 2 kids. She has a third. I don't know if there's a husband in the picture. I didn't really care to look that up. Even if there is, I think she's just looking for a payday. That's all I think. You guys can think what you want. Let me know in the comment section below if you guys agree with me. You think this woman's just full of it, or if you legitimately think this is an outrage and this should never happen again. Let me know in the comment section. I'm very curious what everyone thinks. I personally think this is, you know, kind of BS. And another thing I want to point out, this is Kotaku writing this article. This isn't like CNN or hell, even like some conservative media. Like, this is Kotaku, who multiple times have been flagged for, you know, faking information just to get an article out, or misinterpreting information. These are not credible. This is not a credible news source. Now, I did research, and this actually did happen, but this is Kotaku basically saying, oh, look at GameStop, they're doing it again. I don't know. Just saying. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I'm going to go now. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Bye.